And welcome to Bay 1, this is Drifalmoraxi. We're going to be doing the 450 CPU challenge at tier 8. So let's get everything loaded up. Yeah, I'm a few minutes late on starting the stream, but here we go. So I don't really have any idea of what I'm actually going to build for this one. So we'll just build and see what develops. And for some reason there's sound enabled on my laptop. Why? Let's turn that off. There we go. Alright. So, yep. Going to be using red blocks, obviously, because tier 8 stuff. First thing is going to be building the frame. While trying to keep CPU in mind. Actually, do I have any other tier 8 blocks I can use? No, it's only those. Okay. Movement. I have... What haven't I used yet? I've done wheels, I've done hover blades. Haven't done a sled yet. I've done flyers. I haven't done tracks, but tracks are going to be almost a tough one because I'd be using a quarter of the budget just on that. What about legs? Legs, 42. Wow, that would be a lot of CPU trying to use legs for this. Let's see what's required. Given that I'm going to need to keep them 3 blocks apart, at least. This could be a challenge. This actually will be a challenge. Okay, so let's see what we can do with legs. So first thing is going to be trying to build some kind of chassis on which to mount the seat. I'm actually going to want the seat back a little bit more. So let's put a block here. There we go, so let's have the seat mounted on this block here. And I may actually be building too far towards the back, but we'll find out on that. And put these prisms facing upwards. That's kind of a critical weak point at the moment, so we'll have to think. So what can I do in terms of movement on the back? I mean, we can always have another leg on the back, and that would give us our full range of movement. To give you an example, let's just go into practice and see how that works. So we've got all of our normal movement that we'd expect, and the critical block is on the back there in terms of our movement facilities. Alright, so let's go back to the mothership there and continue building. Might actually see if we can have these connection points go further towards the back instead of being right on the front there, because that just screams vulnerability to me. So let's take that block off. Put one facing out like this. There we go, so they're actually connected to the back here and not right to the front. And we can then use this for armoring and stuff. Yeah, I also need to work out exactly how we're going to mount weapons to this. or even what type of weapon to use. We're already at 150 CPUs, so we need to consider carefully. I haven't done anything that uses rails yet. I don't even own tier 8 rails, so I need to go ahead and buy a couple of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 4 tier 8 rails and see what we can do with this. And in terms of CPU use, that takes us up to 260. We could go with a full 8 or full 6 rails, but again, that's going to be something that really eats into our CPU. Of course, the entire idea of this is to keep it low. Want to see if we can at least put some armoring underneath here, just for protection against plasma. And I'm going to use a very loose armoring system for this. So it's all about ablative. What do I want to do here? So this is all going to be brought out to the front here. Like so. So essentially any damage that comes to these blocks will just be transmitted all the way back here instead of directly to this section. So that protects these critical blocks here. And let's change these blocks to like so. And that way we can add something on the top there as well. And in essence we can actually build a bridge around here on which we can actually mount weaponry and things like that. Although weaponry would be considered critical blocks, so it may not be the brightest idea not really having them with a solid connection to the center, but we'll see how this works anyway. Okay. Alright, so that's connected up like so. And we're at 292 CPUs so far. And now I need to try and make it viable to get these rails on here. And I'm out of prisms, so let's go ahead and buy a bunch more of those. Just gonna buy a good quantity. Don't really have that many at this tier, so spend $1 million on just getting stuff. Okay, so we want to have weapon mounts for the front rails, which are going to be lower than the weapon mounts for the back rails or rear rails. And yeah, they need to be brought out further by another block. Question is, can we do that on the front section here? Okay, so that brings those out far enough. So we more or less replicate this. And for anyone that knows my channel on YouTube, you'll find I've not actually built anything much with rails, so this is more or less experimental territory for me. I'm not a railgun player at all. Okay, so let's try and do something similar on the back here as well. Yeah, we're going to need to bring this back a lot further. And And just for the sake of speed, let's see if we can at least get... Okay, so that will go on there. We just need to bring it out by one more block. Yeah, I know, I don't have enough blocks. And we'll do the same thing on this side as well. So very lightweight so far. At the moment we're at 326 CPU. So we've got a fair amount to mess with in terms of improving the armoring and stuff like that. So let's put a bridge over the pilot seat, or over this section. Or not a bridge so much, but some form of ablative armoring. Like so. And I'm going to rotate those around to make more of a solid looking shape. Actually, let's pull the pilot seat out for just a second so that we can get this other block in place. Here we go. So that creates a slightly more armoured area around here, and we might as well connect these up on the front. But we still have how much? 348 CPUs. So what do we have in terms of protective stuff? Because for this tier, electroplates are actually kind of effective. Let's see if we can actually fit these on without completely blowing the budget. That takes us up to 448, so we might be able to run with this. Although I'd prefer a more tightly meshed electroplate layout on this, so let's see what we can do there. Yeah, that's not... Oops, I just deleted a block. I hate when that happens. And right, so there's this block here. There's that collision on that block, whereas this is a problem with using red blocks, is you can't tell where the collision's happening. Alright, so it's happening on that block there, so we could actually, by changing how all these connect up, we could get one electroplate in there and another one. Yeah, I don't like the lack of symmetry though. That's kind of ugly. Alright, so it looks like we're probably going to go with this configuration then. Do I want it like that, or do I want it like this? Let's try like this. and see if it causes any movement issues. And we're at 448 CPU. So now let's just do some cube optimizations on here. I don't want to have the connection point for that on the front, I want it on the back here. We're going to swap these for tetras where possible as well. So, hold on a second. Okay. Right. Actually, do I want that facing this way or do I want this facing back? This is just cosmetic decisions. It doesn't really have anything to do with the effectiveness of the bot. But yeah. There we go. Actually, no, I want that to be a prism because that way it also has redundancy down here. Or dissipates damage, rather. So, here we go. Now, and I wanted to switch that one around facing backwards here, didn't I? There we go. And then we're doing exactly the same thing here. So these can be turned into prisms, so let's do that first. Actually, I want those connected on this side. So we want those like that. There we go, and this block can also be replaced with a prism, same with this one. Oh, facing down like that, there we go. And we're still 2 CPU lower than we need to be. So with that, I'm going to get these here and create a connection point in the middle here. And we'll do the same on this as well, and that'll use up that extra 2 CPU, but just provide a little bit of extra structural rigidity. But the real test here, of course, is how well will this actually function in battle, which I have no idea because I suck with Rails. So let's find out. Actually, nope, not quite done. Let's get these blocks changed here, go change these blocks. These can be changed into smaller ones. So it's a matter of keeping all of that stuff lightweight. That I can change into prisms as well, or tetras rather. These here can be changed into tetras. And there we go. So let's give it a go. So obviously the first order of battle is trying to find high ground from which we can snipe. And I'm going to try and hide on the edge of the cliff here.
Medic hover spotted. Medic drone spotted.
Yay, one down.
Medic drone spotted. Medic cruiser spotted. Tesla hover spotted. Plasma tank spotted. Rail flyer spotted. Tesla hover spotted.
Yay. So there's a plasma flyer around here somewhere that is causing me problems. And well. Alright, so first game didn't go so bad. That's just me needing to learn how to play with a sniper. I was kind of vulnerable in a central position there, but I got one kill out of it, which that's mediumly successful. And okay, yeah, I'm definitely tier 8, so we don't have to worry about the tiering side of things. Yeah, so let's play another game. Stop falling down the cliff, damn you.
Rail walker spotted.
Ah,
Plasma bomber spotted.
come on. Go up the cliff, not fall off the cliff.
Rail flyer spotted. SMG tank spotted.
Alright. Ah.
SMG hover spotted.
Let's go straight up on the top here now, because I'm obviously not doing so well with trying to cling on to the side of the cliff there. Let's see if we can actually see these dudes over here. Oh, I see, we've got rails of our own flying down there, firing down there. Yeah, out of range, so I'm not going to be able to do anything. So I need to actually work on getting closer.
SMG tank spotted.
Time to run.
SMG tank spotted.
Forget how fun rails can be.
Tesla
Okay.
hover spotted.
Let's climb up here and see what we can see. It's all about strategic placement with these kinds of robots. Yay, I got a kill.
Spotted.
Damn, rails are actually pretty effective now.
SMG hover spotted. SMG hover spotted.
Come on. Up we go.
Medic walker spotted.
Ah. 3 kills. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not sure that the electroplate actually does much for this design, but we'll give it one more game just to make sure this design really is okay. I think that was what, game 2, game 3, something like that, I don't know. Alright, so this would be a more interesting map because there's less obvious cover. So I'm probably going to head up on the ice over this direction, as long as my legs can cope with the ice. Which the trick for doing that is you just jump and skate. Whee! Yeah, we've got a lot of people going this side. This may not actually be good for me. But on the other side, it may be good in that I've got a lot of additional cover. So, upplane.
Plasma bomber spotted. Plasma bomber spotted.
Get a couple of good shots on him. Make sure to keep the front.
Plasma
There we go.
bomber spotted.
Right, he's down. So we got this edge of the map pretty well bracketed. I'm not seeing any obvious enemies around here. Ooh, it looks like we're going to have some issues over there, so I'm going to head back over
Medic
in
walker
this
spotted.
direction. Come on. Now, stop falling down the cliff. That's the only problem with this. It's not quite enough traction there to stay on the cliffs on angles reliably. Oh, I see. We got most of the team is over here. Come on. Alright, they're all moving in, so I'm pretty safe with going into... Oops. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. There we go. Alright, well, our team's won this one.
Rail flyer spotted.
So, there's a rail flyer up there. Let's see if we can get up high and take him out. Oh, he's on the ground, he's already dead. So that's not a game I super contributed to. Okay, we'll have to do another one.
Off by me when you hit place. The items I bought are now 70% off. The girl's working on a price adjustment. Off.
One more game on this. And then I'll probably end this part of the stream and restart it as a playing with a tier 8 sniper typey thing. So overall it didn't take that long to build. The build itself took 25 minutes. And playing with it, talking about 10-15 minutes worth of gameplay. There's probably some stuff I could do to maybe cut the block count and add on some other utilities on there, but we'll stick with what we got for now. Okay, I'm gonna try going up on this ridge here this time. See if we can get... Oh, no, I'm already spotted by someone. How?
Rail flyer spotted.
So, oh, there's a rail flyer. That's nice to know.
Plasma bomber spotted.
Oh, been here already.
Rail flyer spotted.
Need to keep down. Don't fall over. And I've lost the gun already. Okay.
Plasma bomber spotted. Rail flyer
Not doing
spotted.
so good with my sniping. Yeah, I can't spot them, so I can't shoot them.
Medic flyers.
Oof. Yeah. Dodge. Well, the electroplate served its job. Ah, no. Alright, so that didn't work so well. Okay. Yeah, got time for one more game, I think. I want to keep this less than 45 minutes. Okay, no healers on either team. Got plasma, SMGs. Ah, interesting. Well, I definitely know where I'm going on this one, and there is a plasma flyer on the enemy team, so that's the only flyer that we have to worry about. So let's get up and into position to start with.
Plasma bomber spotted. SMG tank spotted. SMG tank spotted.
Okay, so the plasma bomber is more or less crippled. Alright, so we've got people down the bottom there, which we're going to have to take care of.
Plasma tank spotted.
Come on. Alright, let's recharge all of these fully. This is going to be fun. We're trying to deal with all of these people below. Alright.
Green cone spotted.
Now, got one gun left. And one leg. Well, this is fun. Come on.
SMG tank spotted.
If I can, when you're stuck like this, you can still use your railguns to push, so... I think this one might almost be a failure. It's tough. Yep, he got up there. Alright, so yeah, this is the first attempt at a tier 8 walker, rail walker. So I might give this another revisit, but you know, I'm going to post this anyway, see what people think. At the end of the day, it's down to you guys to decide whether it's a success or failure. So yep, this is my tier A 450 CPU entry. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.